am in a good mood today. Woo! Man, it is time to party. Now, of course, if you're wondering why I'm wearing this festive little hat, it's because we're celebrating my birthday and you have been invited to the tea party. And yes, I am ready to spill it all because someone woke up a billionaire. We also had another sad week with another celebrity death, which we're going to talk about. Drake and 21 Savage, they're being sued, and I'm going to tell you why. An Eminem pop-up is hitting New York City this week. Plus, have you heard about Danksgiving? I will explain what that is and more on this week's episode of Pop the Tea. So glad that you got the VIP invite to my birthday party. I love the way that my team decorated my studio for today. What a great surprise. You guys are so awesome. Gonna make me cry over here. I can't wait to open those presents though. Look at all those presents over there. I wonder what's in them. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. We got a lot of tea to spill today. We finally have a winner, a new billionaire to be exact. Someone got all the Powerball numbers on Monday and officially won the $2.4 billion jackpot. And that someone was not me. Although the person who did win, they live in California. Now, the shop owner who sold the ticket, they also get to cash in. He received a check for $1 million. Look at that. As for me, well, I ended up getting two numbers and the Powerball number, so I walked away with $7. So I'm $7 richer. So much for being able to travel the world. I guess I could probably take a trip down the block in an Uber. That's about all I can afford with those winnings. But maybe our new billionaire will share the wealth because it's my birthday and I like monetary gifts. Just saying. Another sad week in the celebrity world. Aaron Carter, he tragically died over the weekend. He was only 34 years old. As we know, he's been publicly struggling with addiction over the years as well as mental illness. And he was working on cleaning himself up, especially for his 11-month-old son, by going to therapy and trying to work things out with the mom. Now, he was also working on a new album, which was described as being some of his best work, and was hoping to get his career back as well as mend the relationship with his brother Nick, who we all know from the Backstreet Boys. It was set to be released on December 7th, which would have been his 35th birthday, but became available on all streaming sites this past Sunday, the day after he passed away. The Backstreet Boys, they made this special tribute to Aaron at their show in London the day after his death.
Thank you so much, brother. That was the latest and very last single off of the DNA album. And that song is very special to us. Because that song is about family. And everybody in here, we all grow together. We've been through highs and lows, ups and downs. You guys have been through it with us. We've been through it with you. And we thank you for taking us on that journey with you. We thank you for being a part of the Backstreet family for 29 years. We thank you for all your life and all your years. Tonight we got a little bit of heavy hearts because we lost one of our family members yesterday. And we just wanted to find a moment in our show to recognize him. Nick's little brother, Cardi, passed away yesterday at 43 years old. And he's a part of our family. And we thank you guys for all the love, all your well wishes, and all your support. And you want to take the time on this next song? You want to go ahead.
So I can't say. We'd like to dedicate this next song to our little brother, Aaron Carter.
Oh man, how sad, right? A lot of celebrities took to social media to send their condolences. Hilary Duff, she made this post on Instagram saying, "For Aaron, I'm deeply sorry that life was so hard for you and that you had to struggle in front of the whole world. You had a charm that was absolutely effervescent. Boy, did my teenage self love you deeply." Super sad. You know, they dated for a bit. Lindsay Lohan also, who was also known for dating him after Hilary when they broke up back in the early 2000s, she spoke out about him in a recent interview saying, "So many memories from when I was so young, just that era of my life, and my prayers go out to his family and may may he rest in peace and God bless. And yeah, just a lot of love there. Oh man, super sad. His brother Nick Carter, he finally broke his silence with this post on Instagram, mentioning that they had a complicated relationship, but that his love for him never faded. And then he goes on to say that he hopes Aaron can finally have the peace that he could never find here on Earth. Oh man, just so tragic. Speaking of, the funeral services for Takeoff from the Migos, they're set to take place this Friday in Atlanta. As of now, Alicia Keys is going to be there to perform, as well as Justin Bieber. Now, Alicia never did any tracks with the Migos, but they were all featured on Kanye's last Donda album, so there's a connection there. Justin collabed with them a bunch of times, and he's going to be coming out of hiatus to pay tribute to him as well. And unfortunately, they still haven't caught the killer. Can you believe that? Speaking of sad things, you know, everyone has always had something to say about Jennifer Aniston not having any kids, which is really nobody's place to say anything. Well, now she's finally opening up in Allure magazine about it. She said that she had fertility struggles. She even attempted IVF while being married to Brad Pitt, and that she wishes that someone would have told her to freeze her eggs, but sadly she realized that ship has sailed for her. No, he didn't leave her because they couldn't have kids. She actually cleared up all those rumors and said that she spent so many years protecting her story about IVF because there's very little that she gets to keep to herself. And honestly, I respect her for struggling in private. It's a very sensitive topic for many women. So I comments and opinions need to be left unsaid or just keep them to yourself. I commend her for speaking out on this struggle, though. She's been holding this inside for years, and this is why I'm a huge advocate for freezing your eggs. Luckily, I did that, and it means I can have a kid anytime I want if I choose to go down that road. I mean, some kids are so annoying. And those tantrums, times like that when I say to myself, no, thank you. I will just stay living kid-free and no screaming in my eardrums. So every year, us ladies are super excited to hear who People Magazine crowns as the sexiest man alive. And this year, talk show host Stephen Colbert, no, he is not being given that crown. He had the privilege of announcing on his show who has that title, and who better to help him than one of the previous sexiest men, The Rock. Let's take a look.
Chris Evans was just named Sexiest Man Alive from People Magazine 2022. The sexiest man alive. Look at you, man. You look good.
Thanks. Means a lot. Means a lot coming from the former sexiest man alive.
What do you mean?
Well, I just mean, thanks for the support.
Of course. Am I alive?
Yeah.
I'm still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Am I still sexy?
Clearly.
You bet your sexy mouth I am. Say something sexy.
Go Vogue tomorrow.
Woo! Talk about sexy. That's a lot of sexiness in one TV shot, right? Man, what I would do to be in between those two. That would be the best birthday present ever. Forget winning the money on the lottery. Just give me those two hotties and call it a day. Cardi B, she owns a ton of high-end cars, but the funny thing is, she can't drive any of them because she doesn't have a license. And you gotta love James Corden for this. Check this out.
Now, I know you love cars.
I have a Lambo, I have a Lamborghini truck,
Yeah.
I have a Bentley truck.
Here's my biggest question. You can't drive.
No.
So what's the point of having the cars?
To take pictures with me. Like, you know how many things now that I could rap about now that I own these cars?
Because I think you should learn to drive.
That's
Drive it.
scary.
Do you want me to give you a driving lesson?
I mean, you're telling me that she would rather let these beautiful cars just collect dust in her garage than get a driver's license? Must be nice being rich enough to buy cars that just sit around and look all pretty with no one driving them. Girl, I can drive. I'll take a car or even two of them off your hands, when you're done with your photo shoots. I'll even drive you around, Miss Daisy, whatever you want. I cannot believe this is what she does. This is insane. Sometimes I feel the wrong people have too much money. I have a feeling that Kim Kardashian's going to be throwing a party in the next few weeks because after 20 months of waiting, her divorce from Kanye is set to be finalized. Now, he finally filed his court documents with his financials, which is what they were waiting on. And I'm pretty sure after his crazy outbursts and losing all of his lucrative deals, those numbers probably look different on paper than they did a few months ago. So I'm sure that they had to do some readjustments. Either way, it'll be worth her almost 2-year-long wait. But I'm sure it may come with some extra Kanye outbursts, when it's all said and done. By the way, did you know that there's one person that Justin Bieber is scared to death of? It is Judge Judy. Thinking about this right now, a lot of people must be scared to death of her. I mean, let her just tell you about it.
Period of time before he grew up, when he was foolish and doing foolish things. And so I must have said something about it. And then I understood that he was paying the front door people to let them know when I was there, coming and going, so he wouldn't have to bump into me.
Imagine having to pay people to tell you when she was outside in your gated community just so you don't cross paths. Anyway, he ended up selling that mansion to 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗥𝗕𝗏 Kardashian, of all people, for $7 million, which means now she's got Judge Judy as a neighbor, and I'm pretty sure when they cross paths, Judy gives her an earful. Because if I ever cross paths with 𝗦𝗨𝗕, as much as I love her, I'd have to give her an earful too. Poor 𝗦𝗨𝗕. We're not even going to get into all that. Moving on. Post Malone, he loves to go above and beyond for his fans. You know, not only did he recently help a guy out with his baby gender reveal at his concert in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but this past weekend at his show in Seattle, he married 2 of his fans on stage. Let's take a look.
Got it. Yeah, wait. Don't get I know make this. I declare these 2
So he proclaimed them married in the eyes of space. Okay, so we know it's not actually a legal marriage, but still, they've got this video footage of probably one of the best wedding stories ever. And then imagine what they're gonna get to tell their kids. Let's just make sure they really make it down the aisle and to the altar for real, okay? Drake and 21 Savage, they're being sued for $4 million after they posted this fake Vogue magazine cover, which I have to say, actually looks really legit. Now, Drake even tweeted it out and tagged Vogue and thanked them, along with 𝗦𝗦𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗏, for the love and support. Well, they received a cease and desist for unauthorized use of the Vogue trademark, and they were told to take the post down. Oh, please. You know, it was all in good fun. I guess the people at Vogue have their panties in a bunch. Anyway, the title of their new album, Her Loss, which is what they've been promoting by doing these spoofs, seems kind of fitting if you ask me, because 𝗦𝗦𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏, it is your loss to have somebody like Drake posting about you and bringing awareness to you and Vogue. Best part is, though, Drake doesn't even care. You know, we didn't see Howard Stern get upset when they posted this fake interview to also promote their new album, which I have to say is hysterical, which is why I have to show it to you. Take a look.
You said you're open about porn. What type of porn are you watching? What is your thing?
It's top.
Wow. Holy shit.
Highest tier of top givers. That's really what
I see.
Consistently, like on a daily basis, tuned into, like.
Right.
Just really, like, those are like the real superstars of the world to me.
Yeah. And what about love? I mean, could you ever commit to one woman?
Yeah.
Be married. You could be married?
I want to hear his answer.
I'm sure I could, you know? Like, I think that eventually, once all this is said and done for us, and that addiction of work and success and forward movement is over, I feel like we're all gonna need something real. Hopefully it's not too late.
Okay.
But then, like, right now, I feel like I get into this habit of dating like 4 or 5 women to make one woman, because I like these like 2 things
pieces
about this
of each
girl,
one.
and then I like what this girl does for a living, and then I like. So it's just real. I honestly, I don't know if I'll hopefully I'll find somebody. The biggest thing is I need to be inspired. So I just don't ever. I don't know I don't know how to find that with the porn question in there with the other, I just need all those things.
Yeah, you need gumbo.
The gumbo, yeah.
I can't believe how good that is. First of all, if you didn't hear what I was saying before, basically they edited themselves into a video or some other interview that Howard Stern actually did with somebody completely different. And it just seems so legit and so real. So it's like they went through all the trouble to get a backdrop, to make it look like Howard's really talking to them. They answered it as if they're really having this conversation, but the answers that they were giving are so funny. Drake was trolling all of us. He trolled us. He got us good. Kudos to Drake. And I'm still so mad at 𝗦𝗦𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 and Vogue for being so such party poopers. Well, those are people that are not going to be invited to my birthday. That's for sure. I don't need 𝗦𝗦𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏 and Vogue and all of those dum-dums coming to my birthday trying to ruin it because they're too stuffy and can't take a joke. But I'm glad that Howard Stern didn't say anything about that one. That's funny. I'm sure Howard Stern actually laughed about that because it's funny. Bad Bunny has officially been named Artist of the Year by Apple Music. And he's also the first Latin artist to win this award, which is incredible. Now, some of the past winners include Billie Eilish, Lil Baby, Meg Thee Stallion, Taylor Swift, and The Weeknd. Well, I cannot believe it has been 20 years since Eminem dropped his album 8 Mile. So how's the real Slim Shady celebrating? By bringing a mom's spaghetti pop-up right here to New York City. It's actually going to be kicking off on the best day ever, November 10th, aka my birthday. and it's going to be running for 10 days until the 20th. Now, tickets are first come, first serve. You get to, pick from spaghetti with meatballs, or spaghetti with vegan rabbit balls. They also have merch on site too, which I'm sure is going to one day be worth something, so you might as well cash in. Head over to momsspaghetti.com to secure your tickets before they're gone. Otherwise, you'll just have to take a little trip to Detroit, which is where his mom's spaghetti restaurant actually is. Also, gotta say kudos to Eminem too, who was just entered into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah, love Eminem. So speaking of old school, there's going to be a Snoop Dogg biopic in the works, which is going to be featuring his huge music catalog, and it's going to be the first production from his label Death Row Pictures. Now that means 3 decades of music. Man, Snoop put out a lot. Anyway, he said he's been waiting a long time to put this project together because he wanted to choose the right people to get on board. Now, the guy who co-wrote both Black Panther movies is going to be handling the screenplay. There's still no title or release date yet, but we're going to keep you posted. But here's my question. Who are they going to bring on to play Snoop? I don't see anyone but Snoop playing himself. I mean, am I wrong? Is there anyone that comes to mind that you think could play Snoop Dogg better than Snoop himself? I don't know who they're going to pick, but it's going to be epic, right? Cher is living her best life right now. She is dating Alexander Edwards. He's a music producer and a VP at Def Jam, and he is 40 years younger than her. By the way, he's also Amber Rose's ex-boyfriend and baby daddy. Now, they met in Paris at Fashion Week, and they were recently seen out and about holding hands in Hollywood. And all I'm going to say to that is, get it, girl? Cher's got the body and energy of a younger woman, and age is nothing but a number. And after years of being single, if she's happy, just let the woman live. He just better not cheat on her like he did to Amber Rose, because then, watch out, everyone's going to attack him. Because we don't need, Cher getting into any type of altercation. She might break a hip or something. I'm not trying to say that she will, but I'm just saying, she's fragile. She's 70. So I need to know, what is going on in the tech industry? Because first, Twitter did a huge round of over 3,700 layoffs. And now Facebook, aka Meta, they're following suit. More than 11,000 employees are expected to lose their jobs across the platform. Mark Zuckerberg plans to give them 16 weeks of pay and an extra 2 weeks for each year that they work there. He's also going to cover their health insurance for the next 6 months. And I gotta say, it just looks like many of these tech people are now posting get ready with me videos on TikTok. Now that they, got laid off, they want to say, hey, get ready with me as I get ready to get laid off. And I'm not kidding. If you look up GRWM to get laid off hashtag, it's got over 9 million views. I guess they just jumped ship from Twitter and Facebook, and now they're all headed over to the TikTok platform, which makes sense because I will tell you, TikTok is taking over. And with that said, make sure you're following me on TikTok, Starr, aka Virtual, that's Starr with 2 R's, because I do go live on there too. So if you want to catch me there randomly at any time, you just never know when I might be going on. Just saying. But yeah, TikTok is like the new wave. So we've all heard of Black Friday, which of course is the biggest shopping day of the year, celebrated, the day after Thanksgiving. But have you heard of Green Wednesday? It's actually the day before Thanksgiving. I haven't heard of it, but apparently it's the day when people who love cannabis stock up for the holidays. So basically, a lot of people's Thanksgiving Day shopping lists include a turkey, stuffing, pumpkin pie, sweet potatoes, and weed. Yeah, they celebrate it by calling it Danksgiving because they partake in blazing up before chowing down on some infused food with the green stuff. Pretty smart though, because once those munchies kick in, you'll already be full. So for those of you who celebrate, happy early Danksgiving. Don't forget to stock up and smoke up. Hey gamers, Netflix is about to drop a Stranger Things virtual reality game. Check this out. How cool does that look, right? Now you get to play as Vecna, the villain in season 4 who wants to get revenge on Eleven and Hawkins, and it's set to drop sometime this winter in 2023. Well, Diesel, they just dropped a fashion item that is breaking the internet, and I can't tell if they're breaking it because of the price or because we're just not sure what it is. Look at this thing. Is it a belt or is it a skirt? Because whatever it is, it's going to cost you $1,000. And if you want to look cute in it, be prepared to stand all night because trying to sit in that thing, well, you're going to be, showing off parts that I'm pretty sure are worth more than $1,000. So much for trying to wear it with a pair of cute heels. I don't know. Hopefully you can make it look cute while rocking a pair of flats. I mean, as you can see, this girl's rocking some boots, so maybe some flat boots to your knee would be good. But what if you get tired? What are you, leaning against the wall? Still don't even know what it is, but not spending $1,000 on that. Speaking of fashion though, did you ever see that Louis Vuitton Airplane bag? It was designed by the late Virgil Abloh for their fall-winter 2021 collection. Well, they are actually reselling it for more than the cost of some actual planes. planes. Take a look at this video.
This Louis Vuitton plane bag will cost you more than some actual planes. Virgil Abloh designed the aviation bag as part of LV's Fall/Winter 2021 collection. It retailed for $39,000. On Twitter, a user noticed that a secondhand 1968 Cessna plane sells for less than the LV plane bag. What would you rather, buy the bag or the plane?
Can you believe this? It's going for over $70,000 now, when it was originally only going for $39,000. But my question is, who on earth would want to carry a bag shaped like an actual plane? Because I'll tell you what I'd want. I'd rather someone gift me with an actual plane or even a first-class plane ticket. I would not want to carry that bag that looks like a plane. No way, that's so much of a tease. I'll pass. So what do you do when you're single and you don't have a man, but you need some work done around your house? There's a woman in England who came up with the perfect way to earn some extra money. You ready? She rents her husband out. She's charging women about $45 an hour for him to do things like paint, tile, construction, even decorating. But wait a minute, isn't that like hiring someone off of TaskRabbit? I mean, hey, more power to her, but she's not going to be happy, if he ends up working on more for those ladies than he signed up for, if you know what I mean. But then again, looking at him, I don't even think anybody's going to want to, get any extra work from him. But again, to each their own. Maybe they like the bare scruff look. So if you're that person that loves to drink wine every day, then I have something for you. Costco, they just dropped a new wine advent calendar, which is perfect for the holiday season. Now it comes with 24 half bottles of wine from all around the world, which means you can pretty much have yourself a glass of wine every day till Christmas. It comes with red, white, and rosé wines from Spain, France, Portugal, Italy, so many countries. And they even have bottles of bubbly in there too. I'm gonna say this is also a great gift to give someone who's a wine lover. But since it is supposed to help you count down to Christmas, I guess you could present it as an early Christmas present for somebody. Hey, I'm all about getting early presents. I mean, I'm glad that my birthday is like 6 weeks before Christmas because I get presents now and then presents again. So if you want to get me the wine as a late birthday, early Christmas gift, feel free to ship it to me. I'll put my address on Twitter. I'm just kidding. I will not. So when you order a Blue Moon beer, you usually get an orange slice for the garnish, right? Well, now they've teamed up with Baked by Melissa, and they've got 3 pies that pair with your beer. Take a look.
I love myself the perfect bite of something sweet, which is why I'm thrilled to introduce you to Blue Moon Pie Pints. I developed 3 pie recipes to go alongside 3 different Blue Moon beers. The first one is Spiced Citrus Pumpkin Pie, a classic pumpkin pie with a twist, with added flavors like orange zest and coriander that complement the original Blue Moon, my favorite beer of all time. Next up, Tropic Sky Pie, made with a mango and pineapple custard filling to complement the refreshing and bold flavors of Light Sky Citrus Wheat. The third pie is Coconut Citrus Pie. The tropical coconut of the pie pairs perfectly with hoppy moon haze. The filling is light with a juicy orange counterpart, my personal favorite. They're easy to bake and even quicker to buy at bluemoonpiepints.com.
Now, by the way, they are only on sale until Friday, so either hurry up and get them, or let's just hope that they decide to, make more. Those things look delicious, right? Although I personally wouldn't be pairing them with any type of beer because I'm not a beer person, but I am totally fine with just eating the pie. And I'm not even really a big pie person, but some of those pies sounded good, right? Wait, is that it? My gosh, I went through all the news already, guys. I'm so excited because I'm in party mode here. So it's like I'm looking at this cake and I'm like, I'm so hungry, and I would totally eat this cake over any of those Blue Moon pies any day because this cake, it looks like it's red velvet. I could be wrong, but I think I might be right. We've got wine right next to me, which obviously I've already poured a glass. As you can see, I haven't even had a chance to take a drink of it yet because I'm too busy talking to you guys, but I'm more concerned about what is in the presents over there. What do you guys think are in the presents? Thank you guys so very much. Make sure if you haven't subscribed yet to either my YouTube or my Twitch page, make sure you do. And on YouTube, make sure you hit that notification as well. So you can always be part of the live series that we do each week. And that's going to wrap up our show for today because, I got birthday parties to have and drinks to be had, food to be eaten, and presents to be opened. And I can't wait to open these presents. So I appreciate you all. Thank you guys so very much. I will catch you again next week. You can also find me on all social media, Starr, aka Virtual. That is Starr with 2 R's. Don't forget. And with that said, happy birthday to me, and I will see you next week. Bye.